Hello and happy Monday again. Welcome to our lesson vocabulary review on electricity. And I have a faithful assistant with me. Emma, go ahead and wave your hand. There's Emma, who's going to be helping us with some circuits today, real fast. Okay. All right. Now, I know that we, for the most part, except for Mrs. Shelton's little apology, I messed up on some of the emails and I didn't get everybody taken care of. So there are still a few friends that are going through our lesson in Mrs. Henderson's class on electricity, and they're going to get that wrapped up. So thank you so much for your patience on that. But what we're doing is we're just going over our lesson vocabulary review on electricity. No, this isn't all of the vocabulary review, it's some of it. We're going to wrap up the rest tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset some of the area just on circuits and currents. And then that will give us a segue or a review into magnets, which are going to be so cool. We're going to talk about electromagnets as well. All right, so let's talk about electric charge real fast. Remember that an electric charge is a very small amount of energy that can be positive or negative. Remember that only negative charges move. They can jump over to another item, but positive charges are always static, or they're always staying in that one place. An electric current, well, that movement is the movement of an electrical charge. Okay, the movement of an electrical charge. And a conductor. Oh my, did we talk about that before we left? It's material allowing electricity to pass through easily. And we're going to talk more about that because you're going to go on your Moby Max tomorrow and you're going to think about, well, what are items that are conductors? We talked about that extensively before we left. For example, we've got to think, okay, yes, we've seen these. Now, no, they're not as cool as my alligator clips, okay? But Mrs. Shelton had to improvise. That means I had to come up with a pretty quick plan fast, because remember my big school kit that was pretty cool with the light bulbs, and we were going to build fans, and I had motors. Well, I left that at school. So, which is great because then we'll have that when it's time to come back to school. However, it's at school. So I got another learning kit. Now, these are not alligator clips, but we can see that we've got the U on the end right here. And we've got to ask ourselves, well, what type of material is that? Look at the color. Super cool. Some of you already know. And then look at what this coating is over that wire. Okay. So we've got some pretty cool things to show you. So today in our circuits, my faithful assistant is going to show us, all right, what we're going to build. Now, we're going to start it off with an electric charge. Yep, we definitely need one of those. Okay. We've got electric currents. Yeah, we definitely need an electric current, okay, going through our series circuit. And we definitely need a conductor. Okay, so be thinking about conductors as far as that's concerned. Okay. Now, when we're building a circuit, well, we definitely need something that is going to show us that the power is on. So we have some light bulbs here, okay? And we definitely have a little kit right here that we're going to need a power source, okay? And I hope you're all thinking to yourself, what power source am I going to use? I hope you know. Now, one of the really cool things my faithful assistant is going to show us on this is how, because they don't have alligator clips. Remember, our alligator clips were so cool because we could actually clip things onto that metal. But my faithful assistant is going to show us how we actually clip the metal on. Okay? So, Emma, if you can show us what's going on there. Can you explain?
All right. So we have our little
Prong is what we're going to call it. Okay, prong.
Mm-hmm. So what we do is we unscrew this little knob right here, and we put it through in there, and then rescrew back.
Now, let me ask you something. Is that prong touching plastic or is it touching metal?
All right, and we got to make sure we screw it on tightly so it does not get loose
Okay.
or fall off.
And Emma, is when you put that prong in, is that touching metal or is it touching plastic?
It is touching metal.
Ah, so it's metal on metal as far as that's concerned. Here's another thing that's really cool. Emma is not going to put it into this little holder right here, but think about what is this. We did not have one at school. We just used an alligator clip to then touch that other piece of metal. But what is this called? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. If you said switch, you are correct. You are correct. Okay. All right, so here we go. We've got our power source. I hope everybody at home is thinking about, okay, what is our power source? Now we've got some other loose wires because we're going to build not only our series circuit. Remember, nothing's broken. Everything's attached. So we've got our series circuit right here, okay? We're going to build a parallel circuit. So we got to think about that. So we've got our power source. We've got our light source. Everything is connected. And we've got our, what is it? I hope everybody knows. It's a switch. Okay, I'm going to have Emma turn off the light. Let's see if our series circuit is complete. Yeah, I can't see. All right, here we go.
Well, don't worry, we're going to fix that.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. And it works. So we've got an electrical charge running through our conductor wires. And by the way, those look like they're copper. An electric current for sure. And we've got those conductors, which are those copper wires. I love it. Now, if anybody is interested in where I got this learning kit, well, just to let you know, Mrs. Shelton got this off of, never guess it, yep, Amazon real fast, thinking on my toes, I guess. And it was just a real easy learning kit, building circuits, okay? All right, so what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to build a parallel circuit. We're going to finish up on our lesson review vocabulary, and then we're going to be starting our electricity, and then magnetism as far as that's concerned, magnets. So I can hardly wait as far as that's concerned. All right, Emma, can you throw the switch off? Turn the switch off. All right, very exciting. All right, and you can turn on the lights too, Emma, for us. Okay, so we're going to add on to our vocabulary tomorrow in electricity. If you like going to that MobyMax website, keep going on with your science lessons. I absolutely love it. I know some of you it keeps looping on, and I'm sorry about that looping back with electricity, but hey, that's not going to hurt. Remember, I'm just resetting that circuits as far as that's concerned. It's a completion grade again when I reset it. And then we'll be ready for magnets after that, okay? All right, so until tomorrow, my electricity fans, we will be adding on and building more.